Hi there, I'm Ray Hunter, and welcome to Strategic Command, Rise and Fall of an Empire. So, this is the new DLC that's come out for Strategic Command World War II's War in the Pacific, and it gives you 7 new scenarios. Yeah, there's the Marco Polo to the Pearl Harbor, which is obviously the before the main war starts. The Summer of Decision, but like the height of the Japanese Empire, and before midway and how it all goes wrong. Impal Komina, South Battle for the invasion of India. Okinawa, obviously the invasion of Okinawa and Operation Iceberg. Then 2 what-if scenarios. Operation Olympic, which is the invasion of Kyushu, and Operation Coronet, which is a final phase of downfall. So I think I'm going to go for Okinawa here. That's the Allies, no bonuses. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, so Okinawa was the largest Pacific landing thing and probably one of the most bloody battles. There's going to be like suicide bombers, commando raids. Right, time spotted. Yeah. Capturing Okinawa will achieve 3 key objectives. Cutting the last supply line from Southeast Asia to Japan, enabling Air Force bombers to reach the Japanese mainland, finding Okinawa's airfields, bases and ports as the major staging areas for the invasion of Japan. 2 US amphibious forces have been assembled, the 77th Division, off the coast of Ishima, to the north, and the main force of the US 11th 21st Corps and the 3rd Marine Amphibious Corps will land west of the Karnina, the major supply hub. Catching Ishima will prevent Japanese air forces from using these airfields. The main US force will land in the central part of the island, advance north and south to eliminate all Japanese forces. Right, busy Pacific Fleet. Rear Admiral Sir Vane has experience supporting amphibious operations in Norway, Mediterranean, Normandy. 3 carriers, a battleship, a cruiser, and a destroyer. As positioned near 42253. Armored decks, naval version of 45, sent 2 carrier. Yeah, basically we decided we wanted our aircraft carriers to survive rather than putting planes in the air. Yeah, one of these interesting design choices that basically meant they weren't that use. Sorted the BFP as soon as possible. At Formosa, we've got large airfield. Japanese Air Force and naval air forces can launch attacks. If more than 2 Japanese forces are there, okay. Deploy the British Pacific Fleet to eliminate all airfields around Formosa as they'll reinforce. Okay. So, where are my forces? So here's our landing troops. Here's US carrier. This is the island. So it's going to be a big island. Here we go. This will be the British Pacific Fleet. Yeah. So we will move these guys out immediately. There's no point not having our ships. Oop. Ow. We got the here's Ishima. We can't land there easily. Basically, I want to land troops in a position that they're not going to be assaulted immediately. That's my commander. So I think you get combat penalties on the first turn. So you can go take that airfield. And you can hide behind our own troops. Move the flat top in. We take 2. May as well mess them up. Awesome. Obviously I can't purchase any units here. I just get what's historically accurate because this is a scenario, not a campaign. The main force is going to be landing down here. Well, the first thing we want to do is see if we can take out that destroyer there. Ooh. Being a cruiser as well. No. Okay, we know the landing zone here is clear. We'll land at Sunnerby. I'm going to land someone here so they can have a go at cutting off this coastal gun at least. That says I'm taking casualties, whatever. You know, Hodges HQ. Here we'll go in for the Kadena airfields. Another infantry regiment. Slam another HQ in the midst there. Let's move towards that industrial centre. Honestly, I thought I'd take more hits coming in. Marines are down into here. There's a pop-up message then that I clicked through because I was... Excellent. So there should be tanks. Another HQ there. Another Marine regiment. Take Polo. I'm going to take these guys up north. So I want to take at least one port for supplies. There's an artillery regiment for support. Tanks. And Shepherd. That's not bad, we've got an airfield. I've got heavy artillery, more tanks, an AA unit. Pop you back one. There we go, we're threatening that airfield. May leave the heavy artillery. Let's stream the north there. I don't think I'll be running into Japanese ships beyond this guy I've got trapped in here. But it's useful to make sure. Alright, let's move all the aircraft carriers up to support. Here. We're going to be fighting our way south from here. So let's get everyone up and into position. That way they can kind of protect each other. Got to assume the Japanese have still got some units left. Then we'll throw out a screen of destroyers. That's all the affixes in place. That's not a bad start. Yeah, I need to... Oh wait, this does something weird. Am I on just escort mode? Combat Air Patrol, yeah, I need to change these to bombers, don't I? I can't set them to bombers apparently. Now remember from last time I played this, there's something a bit weird about this. Their morale readiness has been reduced. Ooh, hit. First casualties. We're screening with them. We've got the lighter escorts here. And put them in a position they can protect these guys, because I don't really want to bring all my troops ashore on the first wave. So we'll protect those with them. Ah, we've got our strategic bombers. Nice. What's their range? Should be the most of the map, realistically. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Okay. That seems to be all my forces for the first turn. Tuck you in behind there in case someone else comes up. Let's see how that rocks out. Possibly not, but you're gonna do. Yes. Hopefully they'll be in place to have a look at that island. Maybe that's what I should be. For Moses, I should have been bombarding. Right, Japanese deployment. I think the Japanese are deploying after I land. Again, after one of my destroyers. Not long for this world. Yeah, we got Japanese forces being rebuilt. Oh, submarine. Kamikazes. Ooh, they're going after that battleship. Yep, we lost the battleship. Why is the flat top not flying cap? Oh, there we go. But the range of this are so much bit larger than you're used to. Alright, at least we know where their planes are coming from. And Kamikazes are all one-time one-shot things, so less of a worry. Oh, naval ones are opening up. Ooh. Okay, I got my carriers too close to shore. We need to take this naval gun out. That's going to cause us some serious problems if we don't shift it. So shift it we shall. Don't know why it keeps vanishing. Oh, and lots of submarines up north. Also don't like this fortified position here. Yep, lots of kamikazes. Okay. Let's hammer it into oblivion. I take out these PT boats. Hey, national morale bonus. Shattered, excellent. Right. Bombers. Oh, there's still interceptors around. That destroyer should be able to finish it. I want to be careful, I don't want to put all these on cap, do I? Yeah, so I can switch some to bombers. There we go, we've actually got some hits. You've already been used. Right, we can use you as bombers. Still got escorts up. Alright, we should be able to slowly wipe this thing out now. Right, coast has been moved. Port secured. Deep striking into enemy territory. Excellent. Oop, just shattered them, okay. No messing around here. Link up here. Alright, so this is actually going a bit easier than I was expecting. Which means there's a massive Japanese counterattack. Coastal gun. We need to eliminate that. Yeah, we can expect a large Japanese counterattack at some point. Moves the AA guns towards the south. If we can move across and cut off most of this, I'll be happier. Do I not build enough support units when I do this game? There's a lot of HQs. That's Bradley. I suppose I'm spreading out fairly rapidly, aren't I? Right, let's start landing the second wave, seeing the first wave seems to be doing pretty well. That's Geiger. Move the battleships. Let's collect the escort carriers up around here. Because I don't feel the need to support the north, and they're fast enough they can come back down. Pull this destroyer south as well. Battleship, heavy cruiser. There we go. At least we're in their envelope. Where are you? Oh, there's one heavy artillery there. Am I allowed to use you? Do I have to move you to an airfield? Let's move these guys up there and see how that works. Oh no, I clicked on the music. And we won't see the British fleet for another turn. Up here. Make sure I get all this island. I'm going to take a 1-2. I'd rather take a 1-2 with the infantry. Then we'll take that fortified position if you're not going to. Yes, please. Alright, that's not gone badly. I mean, yeah, I've got all this north to get to. But turn 1, I feel like I'm securing a decent amount of land. Do I get fresh troops at some point? I hope so. Losses have been nice and one-sided. Yeah, because this is all my troops. I'm going to have some interesting life choices to make later on. But everyone's ashore. I think getting this Iwasa airfield here, I would say. I don't know if I just made that sound more Japanese. We'll figure it out. Not intentionally racist. Just felt like I was racist then. Oh, here, if we do get reinforcements, we've got fighters up here now. Because we took the airfield. The Japanese are going to have a bit of trouble shifting us now. Because I know they've got nothing else on the island. That means those guys are pinned in. I can smack up their HQ if I want to. They've reinforced that guy. Of course they have. But most of my supplies are going to go, I think. Reinforcing losses. I don't like those subs. That's why I've got that screen down there. I have to send a destroyer out. I would like to take Ishikawa? Ishikawa, yeah. Okay, yeah. I've got desktop mode on. I want to do this display capture because this game pops up in weird ways. I remembered though this time, normally I record a whole video and then remember that it doesn't do the pop-ups, I have to re-record it. I'm being very proud of myself. Gives them a big old think. I was buying stuff. They get to buy stuff. Oh, look at that. I have fighters. Catching these airfields was a good idea. And here the British. Glorious face. Right. We've evolved to control, coordination, naval, artillery, naval gunfire, close air support. This is a camp around the 10th Army Journey Buckner. This year's captured Canadian airfield, Marine and Army fighters and tactical bombers were deployed to the location. Okay. Along with headquarters of the Tactical Air Force, Major McCordy. Okay. So basically I've got one special guy who I've got to sit next to the aircraft and make them better. On Marine landing forces are available. Them, the amount of firepower greater than any other force so far. You have thanks to flamethrower and engineering equipment, increase the entrenchment and soft attack values. Total units increase strike and shells. Aircraft are upgraded also. Offshore and marine aircraft based in naval carriers. Increase ground attack values. On the land, marine and army fighter and aircraft increase the attack values. Okay. All good to know. Let's start with the British fleet, shall we? You've got to go off and pummel Formosa. It's weird being on this scale, but also quite nice. Also, the scale is 3 days instead of 10 for the main campaign, so I'm going to convert you to bombers. Not bad, not bad. I'm going to convert you to bombers as well. We'll bomb this southern airfield. And I'll leave the last one on cap. Right, this is enough green here for me to know what I'm doing. So you are fighters. Zero 3. You can see my plan here. If we kill off his commander, then they are going to be much worse off at this. We can take their town. Continue to bombard them. And with fighters in the area. Oh, I picked the one I'm going to take casualties on because I'm a numpty. Shattered. Perfect. Pin them into place. Command can then just take the airfield. They've got the port, but we own everything else. So, good days. There's a nice amount of green down here. Tactical bombers are up. Okay, your job to make sure this area is clear. Your job is to get across these mountains. And you can come support the tanks. Yeah, you can wipe them out in a few turns. Enemy contact. Oop, okay. That did not go in their favour. Right. Infantry up, we'll consider all the rest of that airfield. Using the roads is going to be important, I feel. Arnold HQ can support them. Right. Most of the island is north, so I want to send most of my troops north. That's the Valley, Vale, Buckner. Yeah, move the heavy artillery north. And with the A. I'll take that with them, just because I can. And you can go there as well. Geiger can go with them. That's Mulcahy. He's the guy who makes all my planes better. Keep it out of the airfield, but near the airfield, if that makes sense. And you can also come forward north. Destroyers. The threat has been found. One less submarine to worry about. Infantry in the south. Another airfield taken. You can take the port at Okinawa. You can have some heavy artillery support. Need a general. And Bradley can also go north. Alright. Start moving the fleet, the escort carriers north, I think. Maybe like there's enough support to. There we go. That's that coastal battery gone. Oop. Enemy submarine. I was just about to say I'm going to move some destroyers here because I don't like the idea of there being submarines in the area. I'm hoping I can airstrike the submarine now I know it's there. I'm going to convert you to bombers, I can't. Alright. Have I sent enough troops south is the next question. That's quite a way. Get me some better zone of control on him. But now I'm going to leave the main carriers where they are. Maybe move this guy to a port so I can refresh him next turn. He took some hits. Okay, let's move so close into a port. Everyone else is looking okay. These took some kamikaze attacks. Move some artillery south. We know that's safe, so we'll take that. I want to secure this peninsula here. This is the zoom level I was looking for. Yeah, not bad, not bad. This is a major target here. I should strategically bomb into these areas with our interceptors. Right. I did some damage, but took some damage. Oh, we got a much better idea what's going on in there now. Oh yes, they are properly dug in down here. Okay. They took 5. How many can they have? Okay. Can you bomb this guy as well? Right, where's the guy sent north? Because you still be in range. So we've got more. Oh, look at that. Oh, we know where the Japanese are now. I should have sent more troops south. Hope we'll get some more troops. Purchase button's kind of not there. Let's move the battleships into more of a screen. And bring the carriers down. We know where they are now. We can actually start thinking about sending out some bomber strikes. Screen off the edge of this. We've got one hit. Alright, we'll leave the rest as they are. So we've all but secured the Northern Ireland. Got troops storming north. You can come south again. Ooh, take that, then come south. Why are we red? Shouldn't the Japanese be red? Kind of traditional. Like all the bits we hold are in red and all the bits they hold are in blue. Very confusing to me. But we've got this bit massive secured. That's great. We should be able to cut off any supplies coming south. Do think I'm going to need a lot more troops, however. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do. Ah, rough seas. Curses. Doing a lot worse. I've had multiple units hit by rough seas. Okay, apparently my zone of control wasn't as efficient as I thought it was going to be. It's okay, I've got plenty of points to replace losses. Not looking like This Castle Hill here, that's not looking like it's going to be fun. I have got artillery support though. We'll chase him down with some destroyers in a minute. Stay away from my flat tops. Yeah, for some reason I assumed that most of the fighting will be in the north of the island when it's in the south. Come on, give me a load of infantry troops. That's the enemy fight planes. Kamikazes. Who are they hitting? That's a lot of explosions, so I can't see the damage. What's happening? Why is everything exploding? Alright, they've drafted some 39,000 Okinawan people, 24,000 militia called Bugtai, pronunciation incorrect, 15,000 on uniformed ladies, and over 1,000 middle school boys, and 47 years for frontline circuits. In Takesu Kenote, the Iron and Blood Imperial Corps. What is it about these regimes that, oh, it's like, we're losing, get the kids out, come on. We don't want them to lose out on all this fun. Enemy contact. Alright. Can I replenish you? There we go. Repair the ship. I'll repair you. Right, destroyers. Let's deal with these guys first. Yay, national morale bonus. There we go, that's 2 subs down. Took a bit of damage to my guys, but it's not too bad. No interceptors around, but if we can draw out some of their interceptor escorts for these guys. What's that? Anti-tank. Oh, just as well they're not tanks. At least putting some fire into them. Right, bring the battleships down. Good thing about Okinawa is that this is a very small island. There's not really many places that aren't inside my artillery range for these battleships. I'm just worried about the use of kamikazes. At least I'm going to be using their points. Get you some armor support. You definitely need a lot more infantry south. You guys can clean up our ways here. Just not give them any points when we don't have to. Bradley. Do have my tactical bombers as well. There we go. Average 0 fly. A strategic bomber. You do that again? No. What about the fighters? I need one hit to kill him. There we go. That's one less anti-tank gun to worry about. Move the AA south as well. Let's split the heavy artillery. Some of it's going to go north. More of it's going to go south. At least I didn't get too far in my indecisiveness. I think this is the amount of troops I need to go north with. This is going a lot easier than I was expecting. Part of me is getting very, very worried now. Ooh, there's another Japanese sub. Ah, we lost it. There we go. There we go, finished her off. They have got mobile fire support coming, it's all good. And protect the carriers like that. You can't move anywhere. You have to keep using closer to make them efficient, I think. So we paired him up. Right, British fleet. Can't enter there. You're just here to protect the carriers. Oh. That took them free. Ah, there's even more. Well, we killed that kamikaze. They've taken some serious hits, so hopefully we can minimise their efficiency next turn. I think that is everyone apart from this northern unit. Hopefully clearing these guys out. We're trying to reduce their morale and readiness. Yep, we got this now. The islands are secured. Great, we can try and use them to skip across now, I think. Bring you in. We can take this bit here and start moving in, that'd be great. But what I'm going to do is cycle another turn. Geiger can go up this way. Okay, I feel like my forces are a bit more. I definitely need more troops. I may need to take a turn to reinforce a few as well. Won't taking too much damage, but we now know it's going to get properly gnarly down in the south. Oh, I haven't used my bombers, have I? Interesting. No counterattack there. Oh, smashing up their MP. That's going to be worth something. Strategic bombers doing what they should be doing. Did I use the northern one already? I did use it on ground attacks. Alright, cycle to turn. Attrition losses? I haven't checked my supply, have I? Do I need to take a port up north? Yeah, I got that. Then a level 5 port. Japanese destroyer spotted. Japanese. Oh, is that the Yamato run? Ooh, he took some hits. Well, we only managed to kill one of the. Oh, no, there's more kamikazes. Hopefully, there's no more kamikazes in range of them. Oh, I guess that. No. I think there's no way to stop these guys, so. This is very efficient kamikaze attacks. Alright, now we get interceptors out. Alright, hopefully they're going to run out of air far soon. No, there's 2 carriers lost. Naval guns there. He's taking some hits. We've got some defensive artillery going on. Right. They need to come off the front line. At least we can hit some of the defensive artillery. Yeah, that core is not going to do well. It's just got to survive the turn, and I can heal it up. The fog of war changed suspiciously. Can you get me some infantry in place? And I've taken a good chunk of this. Yeah, I lost the Antietam and the Intrepid. Battalion spotted there. Ooh, gonna heal him up. While I think about it, we need to do something about this, but that'll be next time. So, thanks for watching. See you then.